Hi everyone, welcome to the episode 8 of season 2 of Building Search Engine, and today we'll continue building the search engine for a subreddit called R-Learn Programming. But first of all, let me check if everything is working okay. Sorry for the delay. I was installing an OS X update, and well, I hope that it fixes my mouse issue. So basically, there is no mouse cursor on the screen. So yeah, unfortunately, okay. So is everything working? Okay, works. Sometimes there are audio issues. So yeah. Okay. So the search engine that I'm building is a search engine just for one subreddit, and my goal for season 2 is to build functional search engine that is able to search just one subreddit, and it is that also is able to index to rank documents non-trivially. So, and for this I'm going to use two ranking algorithms. The first is going to be very simple algorithm, just ranking by scores or points, and the second one is going to be BM25, which is like an old search ranking function. Maybe I will actually start implementing it today, but I'm not sure. So today I tried over the past couple of episodes. I tried to index the whole subreddit, which worked, but the search was painfully slow. Like some queries took 10 seconds, so I had to optimize it. And so today I'm having some issues with memory, and I'm on a tiny. So here's my tiny VPS. I SSH'd to it, and it has like only half of gigabyte of available memory, and like 200 of it is used. Actually, I'm interested in it. Okay, by Tmux itself. And other programs, syslogd, bash, vim. Yeah, okay, makes sense. So not much. It's a tiny VPS on DigitalOcean, and I'm having memory issues. Basically, when I sort of complete my indexing process, it's kind of it just gets killed by out of memory killer. So I tried to fix it by manually forcing garbage collection, and it just doesn't seem like Python is a perfect language to do this sort of stuff. But whatever. So I'm implementing a hack. I want to finish indexing process, and the final step is merging several blocks together, and I'm trying to complete the step, and basically I'm just trying to restart it, but not from the very beginning, but from actual merging step. So I iterate over the collection. I create multiple blocks, and then I merge them together. So I hope this makes sense. So basically, I'm just trying to launch the last step, and then I'm going to test if my fixes from previous episodes make search faster. And by the way, there is a chat on YouTube. I forgot about it. I'm always happy to see your comments. So if you have something to say ask me here, or say here something. And so yeah, I basically love when you when you send me messages. The problem here is that, well, I need to just launch the final step and comment out a bunch of code. And well, for some reason, if you launch, so basically indexing takes these two steps. If you launch, so if you launch them like you normally would, it gets killed by OOM killer. And well, but if you launch the first one, then you restart your program and it continues indexing from the second step. Then for some reason there is enough memory. I have no idea what causes this effect. It's probably something like maybe something it has something to do with memory fragmentation or whatever. I don't know, and so I guess maybe I should use a different language for this. But I started to use in Python because, well, I code faster in Python. And actually most of my audience is probably knows Python. So by the way, hi Miko there. So I need to restart it, and I need to do it very carefully. So I think everything is okay. So if you want to know what these blocks are, it's sort of small inverted indexes, and then I'm merging them into a final inverted index. So let me launch it, and I typically explain what's inverted index on like every episode, just in case someone here watching doesn't know about it. Okay, so yeah, I think it's going to work. So it says merging blocks. Let's keep an eye on free memory on this number. So at some point it's going to start printing some debugger output, lots of debugger output actually. So let's just wait a minute. Okay, so it started. Basically, inverted index is data structure. It's sort of like a Python dictionary right now, but it's stored on disk. It's a sort of dictionary or mapping from Word to all IDs of documents that contain this word. And so, for example, if you have word Python, it may occur in several documents, for example, 32, 42, 500, 687, and so on. So this allows you to efficiently retrieve all the documents that contain the word Python. And so right now I'm creating a big inverted index. There is all these words. Some of them are links. And this is probably a useless word. I need to do some sort of filtering. I don't think that feet/inch is a one word. And since it's a learn programming subreddit, there are a bunch of links to PastaB, and there is a bunch of, I guess it's part of code. So I need to do some sort of filtering, but whatever. So now I guess we need to wait a bunch of stuff. I actually hoped to do this step before I start streaming, but well, I had to update my macOS X. Okay, so yeah, in is probably a very popular word, so it's going to take a lot of memory. Yeah, so there was a burst in memory usage. If you might have noticed this. So I guess I need to do some. Oh, but is very popular word, so there is a short burst too. As you can see, it sometimes gets higher, and it gets higher. This number gets higher for popular words. I need to do some stop word processing. I mean, not processing, but removal. So typically, you probably should remove most common words like a or the, in. So yeah, now after the indexing process is complete, I'm going to launch the demo. So if you want, you will be able to play with the search engine. It's actually sort of functional, but I still need to implement a couple of things. So okay, and sorry, I need to do something. So yeah, actually, I'm doing a full text search. So I'm implementing all the things. Not all the things. I'm actually using NLTK, Natural Language Toolkit, and these top words are probably the same. Well, at least it's the same concept, I think. So you basically remove the common words from index, and you drop it from the queries, and you search, well, modified query instead of original query. So, for example, if you search something like a computer language, I don't know, let's say this, you drop. If user searches this, you drop. The simplest way to deal with it will be to drop just a. It search computer language itself, because a occurs in many documents, like in probably probably in every single document or close to it. So it makes sense to remove them from search and from your index. So yeah, I think it's about 25% done. But we still need to wait. Unfortunately, yeah, like I mentioned, I hope that this boring step will be done off stream. But I had to update my operating system, which didn't even fix the issue with cursor. Let me know if you can see my cursor. I installed a special program that shows this orange, I don't know, orange stuff, orange circle when I press the button, but you probably can't see an actual cursor. So yeah. Actually, let me check it. Let me check if this issue. I really hope that it is fixed, but I don't think so. So I'm going to watch my own stream. Yeah, there is no cursor, damn it. So we need to wait. What the hell? What did something happened to my terminal? Either my terminal, something is wrong with either something is wrong with my terminal, or yeah, something broke my terminal. So now it outputs some garbage. Sometimes it happens when when it outputs some sort of symbol, some sort of character, and the terminal becomes like this for some reason. I have no idea when it happens, but whatever. So actually, while this is running, I'm going to explain my plans for the season and the current state of project, because there are probably some people who didn't even watch my previous streams, which is okay. But I want you to, well, sort of know the current state of project. So I did. So here's what I did. Here's what. Damn it. So here are the things that are already completed. Crawling is done. I basically use Reddit API to get the whole subreddit. There is, if you want to know how to download the code, it's actually downloading the whole subreddit is somewhat tricky because there is, well, I had to use some sort of a hack for this. So if you want to download the subreddit, you can read my code and figure out what's going on. Basically, I sort of use the API in somewhat unconventional way. Actually, it wasn't me who invented this hack, but some good person on Reddit dev suggested it. So indexing is done. I probably need to add some data in index, but essentially the process, essentially it works fairly fast, not quite. Damn it, it was killed. Okay, so now it was probably killed by out of memory killer. I wonder what should I do. I probably can complete the indexing process on my laptop. Sorry about this boring part. So I have to just, so I need to know IP. Yeah, here's the IP address. I'm going to select it and paste it here. Okay, searching Reddit. So I just want to complete the indexing process on my laptop because I don't have much time now to deal with this random issue that caused it to be killed. Okay. Indexes whole subreddit. Okay. Let's remove this directory. And damn it. Okay, I need to type it again. Sorry, I removed it. So, someone replied to me. Search in Reddit. What else? Yeah. So, search in Reddit. Indexes whole subreddit. And I'm going to copy it here. I think they're fairly large files, like maybe 1 gigabyte or so. So we need to wait, but meanwhile, I guess I need to pull the code on GitHub. Yeah, okay, it's done. And okay, I guess I have some time to talk more about the state of the project. So crawling is completed, more or less. Indexing again is more or less completed. Searching was slow, but it's probably fixed now, and I need to figure out, and I need to test it, and maybe fix some issues. Snippets. There is some very simple there is some very simple algorithm, but I think I probably need to fix it. Ranking is, well, there is essentially no good algorithm. So now right now it's just ranked by points, as I mentioned, and I want to implement BM25, and I have a web interface, so you will be able to see it once the indexing process is completed. So I sort of need to fix the performance issues and then implement BM25 and then work on snippets, and this is where the season 2 will end. And my sort of ultimate goal is to try to beat already sort, which I think is possible, but it's somewhat ambitious plan. But it's definitely going to be a challenge, and I think it's going to be a fun challenge. So we need to resume indexing process. It says, sorry. Yeah, I was developing on the VPS for a while, and so there is a bunch of stuff that I need to fix, like white space issues and so on. I don't have the same plugin on my VPS, so that's why I didn't fix these issues right away. So I need to comment the first step, which is iterating over the files, and instead I need to call the merging function directly. So it just merges the blocks, and block count. I need to fix block count. I guess I could copy the file from VPS, but I think just manually fixing it will be simpler. Okay, and yeah, let's launch it. Hopefully it will be faster here. Okay, and of course I need to activate the virtual env. Damn it, no model name BSDDB. Maybe there is no BSDDB on SX. I guess I need to find out. Oops. Okay, there is some sort of a hack. Okay, looks like there is a hackish solution. I wonder if it will actually work. Okay, let's find out. Damn it. Maybe I should have used a bigger VPS. Okay, let's install it. Okay, maybe I need to use Homebrew to install it. What the hell? How the Homebrew just suddenly stopped working after the update? I'm pretty sure I had it installed. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, let's fix this Homebrew issues. Okay, I think it brew actually. I guess I'm a noob. It's a okay. I'm done. Sorry. It's called brew in terminal, not just Homebrew. Yeah, thank you. By the way, there is a bit of a lag, so that's why. So I mean, there is a bit of a lag in live stream. So typically, you see the stream delayed by 30 seconds. It's kind of annoying actually, especially when I receive the suggestions. So. Okay, what happens if I do this? Okay, let's test it. Okay. Actually, I think we can do it in the virtual env. So I'm okay, worked. And then I need to do this db hash hack, and maybe it will, maybe that will fix it. db hash file. Okay. Oops. Oh, damn it. It's local Python. Oh, okay. Okay. Do I need to merge that certain changes? Oh, okay. I figured it out. Yeah. So now it's going to merge the blocks. It might take a while. Meanwhile, I guess I can look at the BM25 function. This is probably what I'm going to work on next. And it was a while since last time I figured out how it works. A few years ago I knew how it works, but right now I'm not. I don't actually know, so I need to read it, and we need to wait while it merges stuff. Actually, I think it's pretty fast on my laptop, so it's going to be completed within probably 2 or 3 minutes. Anyway, meanwhile, I'm reading about BM25. So we need to calculate turn frequency in the document D, which should be simple. And we need to calculate inverted document frequency. And basically it's calculated using some formula. And what's important, there is this number, which is the number of documents contain query term I. I actually don't know how to pronounce mathematical formulas in English because, well, Russian is my native language. I know how to pronounce this formula in Russian, just not in English. So sorry if there are any mistakes. Actually, I think it's fairly simple function. We just take turn frequency in document. So, for example, if you haven't figured it out, I'm going to explain it. So there are two main components. First of all is turn frequency and inverted document frequency. So, for example, turn frequency is, let's say we have a document that contains the following text. Python is a great language. So there are 5 words, and the turn frequency of which is going to be 1 divided by 5, which should equals to 20%. For example, if the document would be something like this, Python, then the turn frequency of Python is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be 4 divided by 8, which is roughly 50%. So it's fairly simple, I think. And there is inverted document frequency. So let's say we have 100 of documents, and for example, only 10 contain the word Python. So I guess it makes sense. We just calculate it by putting 10 here and this formula. So we don't need a lot of complex stuff here. Although the resultant formula, so we need just 2 numbers, and there is a bunch of quotients like B or K1. So I think the resultant formula is kind of complicated, but it is optimized in such a way that the document that contains the word Python or any other word more frequently, they get ranked higher because they have is it an official job offer? I don't know. Maybe if Reddit offers me, I will consider taking the offer. But I guess it's going to be hard to logistically. I think Reddit is a great company. So I would seriously consider this. There are probably lots of complications like dealing with H-1B visas. The US visa system is really fucked up. If you get a visa, first of all, there is a fucking lottery. If a company decides to hire a programmer, there is a lottery whether she or he gets a visa. Because let's say if I apply to a US job, company decides to hire me. makes a job offer, submits all the documentation, pays the fees, and then there is a lottery. Essentially, there is a fixed quota of visas every day, every every year, and the chance of winning a visa is about 40%, or maybe 50, depends on the year. So, and if you accept the offer, your wife wouldn't able to work because she will get a different type of visa that doesn't allow her to work. So sorry for this rant, by the way. Since we have to wait anyway, and since I have this figured out, yeah, another property of this function, I think, is that the more, see this component, IDF, it's inverted document frequency, and I think it is larger for, so if of a term, so the more important, the more words, yeah, that's true. Sorry for the rant. Maybe I will work one day in the US, but I researched this, and well, visas are just terrible. It's a lot better in Europe. Basically, if there are some restrictions, of course, but there is no lottery, and your wife typically can work as well. So this component means that less frequent words are sort of prioritized. Less frequent words contribute to the resultant score more, which makes sense because a user wants to find something like, oh, okay, it's completed. For example, if words user types something like Python, I don't know, Python. Something like, for example, maybe Python beautiful soup, right? And beautiful soup is probably less frequent search term. And if you design some sort of ranking function, you should probably make less frequent words contribute more, since they are more specific, right? And this function does this. So it sort of gives priority to less frequent words. Anyway, I guess it makes sense because I wasn't really preparing to explain the function on stream. If I prepare in advance, I could probably explain it better. Anyway, so this is complete. I'm going to check if it works. And I need to specify environment variable. Okay, key error. I think I'm having some issue. Key error in ID to URL. URL to ID. Okay, I need to check. So So there is some information. I wonder if different terms work. Okay, let's add some debug output. I guess I didn't. I guess there is some sort of a bug. So there is a web UI which is a simple web UI using Flask web framework. OS environment. Okay, and let's basically add okay, 0. This is bad. Oh, I guess it's not that bad because I have a copy. Maybe it's bad. I don't know. Let's see what's. Okay, 12K. I guess it's empty. This is bad, but I guess I can fix it fast. I think I can fix it quickly, but I'm not sure. Damn it, it's empty. I guess I need to run the indexing process from the very beginning, which is very frustrating. Meanwhile, I guess I can implement the BM25. So it's not going to be as bad. I can't show you the demo yet. Actually, maybe I can. I guess I have some small part of the collection indexed. So maybe I can show you this. Yeah. So if you want to play with the search engine, I'm going to let you. Okay, I guess I could simply copy from here the IP address. So if you type this IP address in the it worked. So you can type this IP address here in your browser window, and it will probably work. It's just like I mentioned, it's only a small part of the subreddit, probably about 1,000 of documents, whereas the whole subreddit is 77,000 of documents. So the full index is like 2 orders of magnitude bigger. So, but it works. You can see some of the results. You can test the UI. Meanwhile, I'm going to launch the full indexing process on my laptop because for some reason it stopped working on the VPS. There is not enough memory. I think I was able to index the whole subreddit, but I guess I added some information that I think I added some more information, so now indexing process consumes more memory. Okay, so it's going to take a while, unfortunately. Meanwhile, I'm going to work on BM25. Damn it. The worst part that this step, which iterates over the... Okay, I think I know the solution. The worst... Yeah, but it's not full subreddit. Like, it's only 1,000 of documents, so not much. I'm going to, well, so I'm trying to index the whole subreddit now. So it might not be as fast for the whole subreddit. So yeah, I definitely had some issues with with some performance issues. Some queries took a very long time, like half a minute to execute. It wasn't very hard to fix, but it required me to index the whole subreddit again, to re-index it, because I added some information to the index. And now I have to deal with it. So, thank you. Thank you for complimenting me on my hair. So I need to figure out how to use a specific method. I need... I mean, I want to make indexing faster on my laptop. To do this, I need to... Okay, I think I figured it out. It's possible to pass the instance of this DDB to the shell model. Okay, I'm not sure, but I'm probably going to use BT open. I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to bother with the indexing process being slow. I don't know. Maybe I should bother with it, but the problem basically is that it works significantly faster. The first step works significantly faster on my VPS, and it is slow on my laptop, which sucks. Okay, I'm going to try it. Okay, I guess this should work. Sorry, I needed to go away from keyboard. So I'm back. Let's see if it works. I don't know. Python shell. Wow. Damn it, I guess. Damn it. What the hell? Maybe I should. It's probably a bad idea to read the documentation for. Oh, okay, I figured it out. Yeah. Okay. So the indexing process. The first step is kind of slow. It might take a while because there are 77,000 of documents, and it only indexed about 1,500, and it looks like it is still slow. I mean, my VPS is probably faster. I'm not sure, but it looks like it might be faster. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to leave it like this, and I'm going to call the BM25 function. So I probably need to code some. I probably need to refactor it, but I don't feel like figuring out the exact architecture. So I'm going to pass here a simple Boolean flag. Damn it. Simple Boolean flag called rank. Or someone made a query. C++ pointers. So BM25 makes sense for. I think make more sense for queries like C++ pointers. But it's also might good. So it's probably better for multi-word queries, but it might be good for single word queries too. I'm not sure actually, but I think the main purpose of BM25 is multi-word queries. I'm not sure at all. Oh, boobs! Someone sorted boobs. I'm pretty sure there are no boobs there. Okay, let's implement BM25. The indexing process will probably take like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, and this might be enough time to implement the BM25 thing. So yeah, let's code. Actually, I'm going to make two functions. Rank by points and I'm going to call it like this: find documents and rank by points. And I'm going to then create another function, call it find documents and rank by BM25. Query terms. So yeah. And here I can put dockids and relevances. In simple case, it's the relevance is estimated is just number of points. In this case, the relevance is just some complicated function that I need to calculate. And let's call it BM25. And I'm going to take doc ID and return some estimation of relevance using this. Oh, by the way, I have no idea what language this is. So BM25 function takes dockid and returns this complex function. So as we know, we need turn frequency, so turn frequency is going to be, and we of course need query term. Yeah, we need query terms actually. Result equals 0, and for query terms and query terms so we need to call this complex stuff. Let's start by turn frequency. And I need to look at how I compare terms. Okay, it looks like I compare them by stem. Get document text. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's put it here. Let's basically do this. Let's do filter. So we count how many documents are there, and we divide them. We count how many words are there in documents, and we divide them by, and we divide this number by length of text. And this way we get we also need our average document length. Okay, that's another number. So so we need to find out what's we need to find out how many documents contain this word. We do it like this. Again, it's probably not the most efficient because yeah, actually it's very inefficient. Let's pass it from here because we already know it here, so it makes sense to just calculate it and pass it to the BM25 function. Let's actually rename it because it contains not only the ID but it's also its score. Okay, here let's call BM25. Let's pass all the information there. It's ID, query terms, and number of documents that contain this. Damn it. I can't do the ranking like this. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I need a better. I can't do it like this. I need to think how to organize it. Basically, this is like this line can take some time, and I don't want to call it often. What would be the best way to organize this code? I'm actually not sure. damn it. Okay, let's do the most simple thing, which is let's and then let's save all these documents. Let's rename actually. Posting list is a term from information retrieval. Basically, it means that it's this piece of inverted index that okay, remember how I explained you about inverted index? It's just a dict from where, well, it's not quite dict because it isn't stored in memory. At least I store it on disk. I mean, sorry. So I mean that inverted index had this posting list, which is okay. I think I'm explaining this wrong. Okay, so inverted index, it's it's like a dictionary, but it's stored on disk, and its keys are words, and its values are lists of IDs plus some random stuff. Well, some random necessary stuff, and these lists are called posting lists. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to call it posting list here. Actually, we need to store just sizes, not the whole posting list. And so here we are going to create a set. I wonder if there is a set comprehension in Python. I suspect there might be. I know for sure that there is a dict comprehension. There is dict comprehension, not sure about sets. Anyway, let's do it without list comprehension. It might be slightly larger. I mean, it might be slightly longer code. So self BM25. Okay. Okay. Actually, I realized that I can pass only the dict and not just query terms. I mean, and query terms are, since query terms are the keys of this dictionary, I can avoid passing this list. Query terms. To posting the lists. Sorry. Query term. And then I can simply do this. Inverted document frequency is going to be, how do I calculate like log in Python? Okay, math log. Yeah, this is about right. So now let's implement this and minus and the containing, and of course we need to figure out what n is. I think n is total document number in a collection, but I still need to implement calculating it. Plus 0.5 divided by plus 0.5. Okay. Now to the complex stuff. Result plus equals. So we take inverted document function. Sorry, inverted document frequency. We multiply it by this, by term frequency, multiplied by k1 plus 1. Okay, I guess I can do this. And k1 is some quotient, which is typically chosen between these two numbers. I guess let's make it 1.5. And then we divide, right? Then we divide by, oops, can't talk on the Hangouts now. Someone sent me a private message. Okay, so let's implement this part. We take term frequency, we multiply, we add k1 multiplied by 1 minus b. And what's b? B is typically 0.75. Plus b multiplied by query term to posting this size qt, right? Divided now. Average top length. Okay. Thank you for subscribing, Benjamin. Sometimes I get email notifications. So it's not automatic thing, but well, not everyone who subscribed is going to show as a pop-up. But anyway, I'm very happy when you subscribe to my videos and when you send me messages. So if you want to talk after the stream, email me. Here is my email, by the way. I guess today is not the most exciting stream. Because I have to carefully implement this function and I didn't prepare to explain it. Maybe I should do a special stream where I explain all this stuff to people. Okay, I guess it works now. Now I need to figure out how to calculate. Oh yeah, there is. Let's replace it with self indexes total dog count. So I don't have this function and neither do I have this one, so I need to implement them. Okay, so I'm going to iterate over for the forward index, which is just basically a dict from a dict. Its keys are document IDs and its values are words in document. Words in the document. So it's basically like a list of all the documents. I mean all the documents texts. Actually, let's make it itself variable. Let's make it an attribute. Then let's add total world count. Let's create a total world count. Sorry, not world total world count variable, and let's add length of the document. And then we need to implement two functions. Actually, let's calculate average document length first. Okay, let's implement the functions. Get. So I think so the first one is total doc count, and it's going to simply return doc count, and the other one is get average doc length. I think I should call it just average doc length for consistency. Sorry, no, not total world. Average doc length self return. And I think this is it. wonder if it's I think this is it. I mean, I just need to test it now. Let's see if it works. I'm not sure if I implemented it correctly. Okay. Okay, Vim. What's I doing, Vim? Oh, of course I need to calculate it not here, but when loading from disk. Well, let's add some debug output and let's test the code. Oh, okay, it's not in localhost, it's here. And there is an attribute error, although it's easy to fix. Luckily, it's very easy to fix because I just need to rename the method. First, let's test the old method. And I think it works. Because it... Oh, hi again. So I'm building a search engine. Right now I'm implementing Okapi BM25 ranking function, which is sort of complicated, but basically it's I think two most important properties of it that it prioritizes rare words, because if something requests some Python beautiful soup, it will sort of prioritize documents that contain beautiful soup. Don't worry about missing the stream. I'm actually going to stream for maybe another half of an hour. I need to test my code on the whole subreddit because during the previous episode I implemented I fixed performance issues, but I need to reindex the whole subreddit, which is happening now, and it has been working for like half an hour probably, and it probably needs another half an hour. There are 77,000 of documents in Arlon programming subreddit, and well, basically it is damn it, Python. Okay, float. So it is 60% completed. Okay, okay, I can test it on local host. I need to test it here. Okay, now let's try ranking by BM25. And it's probably not going to work because, well, there are always bugs in freshly written code. Yeah, global name docs is not defined. I am pretty sure that mistakes like this are easily fixable. Hit for hit in docs. Okay, the reloader doesn't seem to work very well. So I need to restart the server manually. Type R. BM25 takes exactly 2 arguments. Of course I need to pass self here. What was I thinking? Or maybe the reloader is working, I just need to wait. Oh yeah, so it says loaded. Object is not iterable. Query terms to posting to okay, again easily fixable. Let's wait. Filter expected. Two arguments, I think. Oh yeah, here. Okay. I just needed to fix the parameters. You mean how I implemented the ranking? So the first one is just by points. I did it in one of the previous episodes. Right now I'm implementing this BM25 function. So here is it. I hope that I implemented it correctly. But if you want to see how I implemented it, I basically just carefully typed this formula from Wikipedia. Whew. Okay, I think it works. So it doesn't crash, but at the same time, I'm not sure if it's working properly. Let's try to debug it, I guess. Let's print okay, decent relevance. some documents have really high score. I think actually actually it might actually I suspect that it is working correctly. Basically it prioritizes short documents. Am I right on this? I'm not sure. Now let's take a look. I'm not sure actually. Let's try some more obscure term. Maybe Linux. Okay, Linux is better because there are less results. Maybe BSD. No results. FreeBSD. Okay. Let's settle on Linux. Okay. Okay, I actually think it prioritizes short documents because a long document that contains Word, Python once is going to have a lower turn frequency. Alright? Okay, so this makes sense. So it makes sense that shorter documents are on top. Anyway, I suspect that the ranking code works now. It's just probably working correctly, but I need to additionally verify this. So it's not fully tested. I probably need to write some unit tests and do some calculation by hand. But I think it makes sense when shorter documents are on top. Maybe BM25 isn't perfect ranking function for the Reddit. So yeah, Python. Yeah, it's clearly that this document has a really high turn frequency of the word Python. Python. So it looks like the ranking code works. It's far from being, perfect. Let's try Python and C++ maybe. Okay, again. Again, shorter documents are ranked at the first. So I probably implemented it correctly. I need to verify this, but it looks like BM25 is far from being perfect for the subreddit. Far from. Actually, ranking by points is probably better. Right now, no, but so I have two ranking methods. Simple is the first one is simply by score or by upvotes. The second one is BM25, and BM25 is text-based ranking method. So it doesn't favor upvotes, but right now I'm thinking that maybe I should somehow create an artificial formula that combines BM25 and upvotes. But I'm not sure. Actually, BM25 seems like a really bad function for ranking Reddit posts. Basically, it was invented 30. Okay, I actually don't remember. It was invented like 30 years ago. Let's take a look. In 70s and 80s. So 30 or 40 years ago. And it was invented for some other collections. Like, I don't know. I actually don't remember. I actually don't know the history. So, and these collections looked very differently from Reddit. I mean, right now, I mean, it sort of makes sense to favor. So, for example, I don't know. Let's say you are searching a collection of scientific articles. For example, biology. For example, let's take biology. Let's say we have a collection and all the articles about biology. So you type your query, right? And let's say you search squirrels. It does make sense to rank those documents on top that contain the word squirrel a lot of time or have high term frequency. However, in case of Reddit, we see that In case of Reddit, let's search for Python, and we see that higher turn frequency. Wait a minute. Is it working correctly? I mean, I don't think. Okay, ranked by BM25. Oh, sorry. I specified the wrong port. So here is a very short document, basically like 7 words, and it has a very high Python, very high turn frequency of the word Python. Let's take this. It's longer, but it mentions Python like 7 times. But it doesn't mean that it's very good post on Python. I mean, someone had a problem. Someone helped solve this problem, but I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to see this post on top, right? Probably makes sense to have some upvoted Python post. Maybe we should try typing something like learning Python. Okay. Oh no, again, I specified the wrong port. So, yeah, learning Python again doesn't work very well. We definitely need to take upvotes in account. So we definitely should involve upvotes. Actually, designing a ranking function is going to be very fun exercise. I feel like I could design one manually, taking many factors into account. So, I actually could design a decision tree by hand, I guess. Anyway, so the first thing is that I'm not exactly sure that I implemented it correctly, but at the same time, it looks like it works pretty much as expected. It's just the problem is Reddit a very different collection of than, for example, a collection of scientific articles. If someone mentions the word Python on Reddit a lot of time, it doesn't mean that that it's a good document. Maybe this person felt like mentioned it a lot of times. However, if you search a scientific article, a body of scientific articles, it makes sense to take turn frequency in the account, I guess. So BM25 works, it's just a bad random function. Anyway, my original plan was to build a functional search engine, and so for season 2, my plan to implement ranking by points and ranking by BM25. So I think that I'm going to put a check here. So check it. I think I implemented it. Although, okay, let's put a next here. Check if it is correct. Yeah, so I need to work on snippets, and next couple of episodes I'm going to, which aren't fixed yet, but I think should go away when the index the whole subreddit, and I'm going to update snippets algorithms, and the season 2 is going to end within the next couple of episodes, and this means that I'm going to start working on season 3, where I will try to beat Reddit search. It's going to be a fun challenge. Okay, so we need to wait. Yes. So I'm going to use ranking by points for now, at least until I fix, and at least until I'm sure that the BM25 is implemented correctly. I don't think there will be a significant break. It's just, I don't know, seasons are just logically separated. There won't be any sort of delay or break between them. It's just that I set a goal for the season 2, and I feel like I'm going to achieve this goal fairly soon, within the next couple of episodes. Yeah. Okay, so I pushed the code to GitHub. What should I do now? The indexing process is almost completed, so I need to check if performance issues are gone. I guess meanwhile I'm going to add a ribbon. So I'm just trying to add GitHub ribbon on every page. I'm using Flask Bootstrap. And I need to figure out what block should I use for the ribbon? Block head, block styles. I guess I will put it in the navbar block, although it's technically not a navbar. Oops. So where is the ribbon code? And let's take a look. Isn't there a ribbon? Okay, let's wait. Not found base HTML. I guess I need to put it into templates folder. Base HTML. Okay, there is a nice for me on GitHub, but ribbon. Okay, and then the re-indexing process is almost completed. We need to wait a couple of minutes. Oh no, it's only the first step, but the second step is much more faster than the first one. So let's wait until it's completed, and hi. Damn it, it says now DB type could not be determined. This is... Oh, okay, I think it's not hard to fix. So I'm just going to... create... What plugin should I get for Vim? Are they easy to install? For Vim, there is a package manager called Wundel. It takes some work to set up. It takes some work to configure it, but basically it's not. It's fairly easy. I mean, there are a few steps. You need to git clone, but you need to put some stuff in your vimrc file, and then you can use simple command to install new plugins. Basically, it works by specifying a special special. I mean, it basically works by specifying a GitHub repository. So here is how I install plugin. I just add bundle something here to my Vim RC, and I do plugin install command, and it works. So it's pretty good. As for plugins that you should get, I don't know. I mean, I use only two: Syntactic for syntax checking, and Nerd3 for you know for this sort of thing. So, oh, and by the way, I use Powerline. And Powerline is fairly difficult to set up because you want all this. So see this nice status line, right? It's nice, but it requires you to have patched fonts because it uses some special characters. It took me 2 or 3 hours to fully install it. Oops. So I'm going to back up the files. And I'm going to launch the second step because I had some issues with it. And then, yeah, I guess this should work. I need to okay, we'll stop this. So, I need to stop iterating over the files, and I need to set the block count. So it's kind of hard to way to continue merging blocks. So let's wait. Okay, it started merging stuff, and now we have to wait for like 10 minutes. I'm going to be away from keyboard, but I'm going to return soon. So, hi again, I'm back. So the indexing process is still going, but I think it will end. Yeah, okay, it's completed. So why do I have to reindex? I have to reindex because I wanted to add some new information to the index. Basically, I wanted to add post scores. And I wanted to add it not just to forward index, but also to inverted index. So while I have indexed the whole thing before, I now need to reindex it so it includes additional data. Also, is it easy for you to add combined subreddit data? As for new pods, it's relatively easy. As for new subreddits, probably not so easy, but I don't plan to add new subreddits. As for new data, I would say it's relatively easy, but it requires to reindex the whole thing, and it takes some time. But it's completed, and let's backup it, by the way. And let's put it back, I guess. So yeah, let's put it on VPS and let's see if it works. I really hope that it works because I want to test if performance issues are gone. Skillet. Oh, it's okay. I should upload, not download. So let's wait. It might take a couple of minutes. Inverted index is kind of large, so we need to wait. By the way, how much space does it take? Half of gigabyte. Actually, I don't think I need these blocks. So let's remove them and let's start the upload process. Yeah, oh, so what the hell did I just do? Oh, okay. So it's not working for some reason. Okay, even for small indexes, it suddenly stopped working. What the hell? Uh, I guess I commented some important stuff. Hmm. What the? So it's not working. What the hell? Okay, let's try on small indexes. Okay, loaded. What happens if we replace it with this? Damn it. I guess we could try running it using different web server. Built-in Flask. Oh, is forward index empty? Okay. For some reason, the forward index is empty now, so we are going to restore it from the backup. Forward also, let's restore URL to ID, and I guess we need to copy it. So forward index was empty, and that's why I wasn't able to start the search engine. Let's wait for a couple more minutes. So I'm just waiting for this to complete. And it's completed. Let's wait. This might take a while to start because I'm calculating this manually during startup time, and I should have calculated this data while indexing. Actually, you know what? Since I rank by points, I guess I could comment this code. Put it like this. So let's kill it. Okay, so let's test it. Where is the IP address, by the way? Oops. Okay. 7,000 results in under 1 second. I think this is more or less acceptable. I would like it to be faster, but I think it's probably 100 times faster than it was during the previous episode. So I fixed the major performance problems. It's obviously going to be slow for queries for words that are very popular, and this is something I need to address some way. Oh, it didn't work. Well, let's try something popular. I don't know, Python, C++, programming. A bit over 1 second. This is kind of slow. And I need to profile the code. I wonder if I should do this now. So it is faster, but it's not fast enough. There are some performance issues, which I will need to fix probably next episode. How long have I been streaming? Almost 3 hours. I guess I will end this episode now. I'm going to. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stream this episode this week. Maybe I will stream. Actually, maybe I will make another episode tomorrow. I'm not sure. Check our Watch People Code subreddit or watchpeoplecode.com. I need to end the episode because I'm kind of tired right now. Although maybe there is something else I could do that won't take a long time to implement. Because fixing performance issues is going to take probably another half an hour or maybe another hour. I don't know. So if you want to play with the demo, there is, oh, someone actually requested something, and it's probably not me. So if you want to play with the I will definitely profile live. It's just that I'm kind of tired today. I want to have a dinner, and well, I have been streaming for 3 hours, so definitely going to profile live next time. I'm not sure if I will do. I'm not sure if I will do an episode tomorrow. But maybe. I don't know yet. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and bye. See you